Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
No problem. Saturday, July 20th.
Following his brief quiet, Mike Tyson has highly divergent and contentious opinions regarding Anthony Joshua versus Francis. It's possible that his efforts will create more turmoil than they would eliminate. Although he and Francis get along well, he made some unexpected and disorganized statements about himself. Let's start the thrilling battle between Francis and Anthony Joshua. Both current and former boxing pros, as well as boxing fans worldwide, have expressed their views to the knockout pandemonium. Even though he dominated the boxing world mostly in the 1980s and 1990s, Mike Tyson has remained relevant and is a familiar face in any boxing-related context. He has surfaced once more to talk about a highly anticipated boxing match, Anthony Joshua versus Francis. Iron Mike shared his opinions and views regarding the bout between Anthony Joshua, the former unified world heavyweight champion, and Francis, the former UFC heavyweight champion. After countless professional boxers have responded to the match, let's hear directly from Tyson. The world's toughest man expressed his feelings about the bout between Anthony Joshua and Francis, his former trainee. This followed rumors that he would like to keep his opinions about the boxing fight between Anthony Joshua and Francis to himself after the match on March 8. Legend used social media to advertise his upcoming July 20th matchup with Jake Paul. All Netflix users were able to watch the fight live and for free at AT&T Stadium thanks to Iron Mike's tweets.
See all your fights and stuff? All your knockouts is spectacular. Know what that means? All this good stuff happening to you, know what that means?
His association with the person who lost the knockout chaos must have contributed to his earlier decision to remain silent. Former UFC heavyweight champion Francis recalls Mike Tyson as his trainer during that contentious match in October versus Tyson Fury.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, I'm sure with the champ, he's making himself beautiful.
Yes, you have to be beautiful. We're gonna be on television.
Like many other boxers of his period, Francis' boyhood hero and role model was always Mike Tyson. Yet there was something unique about Francis. It wasn't until he was in his 20s that he got to watch Mike Tyson, even on television. His extreme poverty was brought on by Tyson's widespread celebrity. All Francis needed to hear in order to dream was Tyson's name. When Francis first saw Tyson in 2019 at his podcast studio, the subject of their impending battle with Tyson Fury came up. Becoming accustomed to having dreams and seeing them come true, Francis finally seen the fight of his fantasies come to pass when it was in front of him. A fantasy came true when Tyson Fury and Francis were set up to fight. Since Mike Tyson joined his team, the two have developed a wonderful rapport. Unfortunately, Tyson was unable to travel to the training camp with Francis' side to face Joshua. To be honest, since my training was here, Riyadh, we didn't get Mike Tyson here for this fight, Francis said, blaming it on the location of their training camp. Although he claimed to have never stopped talking to Mike Tyson, most people think that Tyson's absence had a major role in Francis' humiliating defeat to Joshua. Now let's hear directly from Mike. If you stay through to the end of Tyson's remarks, you'll discover something shocking regarding Mike Tyson and Anthony Joshua's connection. When predicting which boxer he thought would win in an earlier interview, the 57-year-old didn't hesitate to repeat a statement he had made. "I voiced my opinion that I dislike strong blows, even though everyone else was bragging about Francis' heavy fists. Punches that are hard only make sense when they land on their target." Mike Tyson, the legendary boxer, shared his insights on the significance of accuracy in defense over sheer punching power, particularly in the context of Francis Ngannou's fighting style. Despite Ngannou's reputation for delivering devastating punches, Tyson emphasized that landing those punches accurately on the target is what truly matters in a fight. Drawing from his own experience as a heavyweight champion, Tyson explained that a boxer's punching power is only effective if it connects with the opponent. Tyson further analyzed the match between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou, where Joshua managed to avoid Ngannou's powerful punches and emerged victorious. Tyson attributed Joshua's success to his ability to exploit Ngannou's defensive vulnerabilities. Despite Ngannou's formidable punching power, his lack of a solid defense left him susceptible to Joshua's strikes, even the less powerful ones. In comparing Ngannou's performance against Joshua with his debut match against Tyson Fury, Tyson noted a significant difference in Ngannou's defensive skills. While Ngannou showed solid defensive awareness in his fight against Fury, Avoiding knockout blows and preventing Fury from dominating him, he seemed to falter in this aspect when facing Joshua. Tyson's analysis underscored the importance of a balanced approach in boxing, where a strong offense must be complemented by a solid defense. Ngannou's failure to effectively defend himself against Joshua's attacks highlighted the critical role of defensive skills in heavyweight boxing. Despite Ngannou's remarkable punching power, his inability to defend against Joshua's strikes ultimately cost him the fight. Tyson's observations provided valuable insights into the dynamics of heavyweight boxing, emphasizing the need for boxers to possess both offensive prowess and defensive capabilities to succeed in the ring. After the October match, Mike Tyson was among the first to criticize the decision, firmly stating that in his view, Francis Ngannou was the true winner and expressing pride in Ngannou's performance. Similarly, after Ngannou's fight with Anthony Joshua on March 8th, Joshua acknowledged Ngannou's skill, affirming that Ngannou had indeed beaten Tyson Fury and performed exceptionally well, despite the official outcome. While some speculated whether Tyson's absence from Ngannou's corner contributed to his loss, Tyson himself remained cautious in his response, stating that the outcome of a match can vary regardless of coaching involvement. Comparing Ngannou's defensive abilities in both matches, it was evident that he displayed better defense against Fury, limiting Fury's impactful punches. However, in the match against Joshua, Ngannou experienced multiple knockdowns and eventually suffered his first knockout defeat. This contrast underscored the importance of defensive skills in boxing, especially in heavyweight bouts. Tyson's insights went beyond individual matches, offering broader lessons for fighters. He emphasized the significance of defense, drawing parallels to soccer, where preventing goals is as crucial as scoring them. This advice reflected Tyson's commitment to providing guidance not only to Ngannou, but also to aspiring boxers, urging them to prioritize defense when facing formidable opponents. Asked for his thoughts on Joshua's performance, Tyson commended Joshua for his unexpected victory, acknowledging Joshua's skill and resilience in defeating a formidable opponent. He also encouraged Ngannou to persevere through challenges, drawing from his own experience of overcoming obstacles in his career. Tyson's relationship with Joshua also came to light, with Joshua expressing admiration for Tyson as one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time. Tyson's influence transcended generations, with Joshua and many other boxers considering him an inspiration and a legend in the sport. In essence, Tyson's insights and admiration for both Ngannou and Joshua highlighted the complexities of boxing and the enduring impact of legendary figures like Tyson on the sport's history and future. Joshua had a rich background where he could see and read a ton about Mike Tyson, but Francis had a poor upbringing where he didn't get to see his idol on TV until he was in his 20s. When I started boxing, Joshua could call Mike by practically all of his nicks, and he seemed to have memorized passages from one of the comic books he had read as a kid. Tyson is undoubtedly my number 2 because I used to adore the way he used to fight in that, and I'm like 6'7", so I'll be squatting down like a 5-foot fighter. Joshua did not take his obsession with Mike Tyson lightly. The 6'6" Joshua revealed that in an attempt to mimic Mike Tyson's technique, he would frequently crawl down to the level of a 5-foot fighter. Joshua appears to have moved over this impersonation, but his adoration for Mike Tyson was evident in every smile he displayed while speaking about him. Following one of Joshua's well-known knockouts in the past, Mike Tyson was also discussing the fighter. In a similar vein, Mike talked highly of Edge and described him as remarkable. All of his shortcomings were overcome by his heart, but when he awoke from that blast, a jet was there to deliver the knockout blows. He definitely took a form. He still had time to knock him out at that point, but he did, and they are still battling. After overcoming those 2 or 3 rounds, he simply returned, and you witnessed the outcome. It's this that sets him apart. Discussing the game, Mike provided the spectators the exact meals they required and declared that Joshua's bout had the best fight ending. Edge respects Mike Tyson in a modest way, and they have never been seen yelling at each other, in contrast to the Furies who named their son after Iron Mike and continue to shoot him. When Francis returns to the UFC soon, he will be looking forward to his matchup with Renan Ferreira. On July 20, Mike will make his contentious comeback to boxing when he challenges Jake Paul in a bout that has drawn criticism from numerous boxing experts. Anthony Joshua's primary opponent will be determined by a rematch between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. He has shared details about getting ready for a summer match. There is so much more that we are sending your way. To keep up with boxing news, watch our other videos. You can also enable notifications to receive alerts when new content is available. Until the next time, happy watching. Goodbye, peace.